Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Manish Shivale and today we are going to take our Docker skill to the next level by doing one of the project. And the video for this project in Hindi is already been made and I will be soon uploading them. And if you would like to check all our previous videos on which we have installed Docker in Ubuntu virtual machine, so do check them out. The link would be in the description box. So today in this video, the objective of this video is to do this project. If I take you to the project, okay, so this is the project where we are going to create a base Docker image. Now, to create a container first in the first place, you need to have a Docker image, and the Docker image will have many other steps before it can be created, and this project is all about this. Well, in this video, we are going to complete only task 1. This is the task 1, and we are going to follow the model solution for this task 1. I have already created a list of steps that we are going to do under this task. So these are the steps and I'm going to explain and follow along to complete this task 1. I have already created the video in Hindi. So that's why I have already chosen the done option over here. So if you are interested in Hindi, you can watch the Hindi version. This should be completely in English. Well, let's start then. To begin with, I'll show you my setup. Currently, I am working on Ubuntu virtual machine and I'm logged in as a user. You can see that the current release is Ubuntu and I have installed the desktop version of Ubuntu 22.04 and it is known by Jammy Jellyfish. Now, before even thinking about Docker image, what is image? And if you don't really understand the image itself, think about it. When I was creating this Ubuntu virtual machine, I needed an operating system and I chose Ubuntu. Well, I named it Ubuntu virtual machine, but we need an operating system. Then this machine or virtual machine will work. There are 2-3 ways through which we can get the operating system. One of the way is to get it through the internet, right? So if I am here, say from this website I downloaded the Ubuntu and here is the download link, and then I chose the ISO image. Well, when you click this link, you will get an ISO image. Let me walk you through that. So I downloaded it and kept it in my Google Chrome folder, and here you can see this is the, I hope it is visible. See, this is the ISO image. So this ISO image is probably around 5 GB. So it's really heavy weight. Well, this is an operating system that we downloaded from the vendor side, right? And this will include all the software, all the packages that is required for a general user. And that is why it is heavyweight. But think about this situation. Well, I can use this image directly to build my Docker image. But when I was thinking, when I went to the Docker file, well, the Docker file is the file where you put all the instruction to create the Docker image, and then using Docker image you create container. And when you write instruction in the Docker file, the first instruction that you gave is to choose a base image. And see, it says Docker file must start with from instruction, and with the from instruction you choose a base image. So we do need a base image and we need to create it. Then only we can write the first step or instruction in Docker file, and then you can create a Docker image, right? That is the whole purpose of the task of this project. Now I can directly use this as a base image, and it would be the foundation to create a Docker image. But this itself, it's a complete operating system and it includes all the software and packages. So why do we need base image? And what is base image, by the way? Well, let's ask ChatGPT. What is base image versus image? Well, it clearly says there is a difference. When we say an image, okay, and in the context of container it is referring, well, it's a complete package that include not only the base image but also the additional layers and file needed to run any application. So suppose if I download this, as I mentioned many times, that it will include all the files, say, or the software, say it require, suppose, the best way is to check our Ubuntu virtual machine. See, here we have got videos, calculator, text editor, Office Draw, Office Image, Math, well, Remina for desktop. So all of these software all are coming with that operating system image that we downloaded. Now think, do you really need it? For example, if your purpose is to simply develop WhatsApp application and you want to test some features on it, well, for the one application I don't need calculator, probably I don't need all of this office app, not even this cheese camera app or these mines or games or calendar even, but these are taking space in your system. And if they are taking space, so definitely it will make your whole file very heavy, or you can say the whole image file very heavy. So now question arises, can I delete all of them and make it lightweight? So I can start deleting all of these one by one. But till how long you gonna? And when would you know that, well, that is enough? If you want to trim it more, if you want to delete more, you wouldn't know, like you can delete this and you can make it more lightweight. Well, and then you want to get into that level that where you will say, okay, now I have all the essential software and packages, that is enough for my purpose. Well, we never want to do like that. Rather, we directly want to download a image that will include all the essential file, enough to run an operating system independently as function, well function. And then that will be enough on which we can start adding whatever software or packages. But we need the base that will include all the essential files, at least to run the operating system. Now, if that concept is clear, the question next is, let me walk you through the step. Well, the next question is, how do we download a base image? To begin with, we have to get some of the packages and then we will follow all the other steps. Now we know why do we need base image, what is base image, and then now we are focusing on how do we download base image. As per the project, first we need to download some of the packages, and I have listed down the first package that we need is dir mngr package. Now what is dir mngr package? Let's find out. What is dir mngr package? So this is also called GNU Privacy Guard. So this is GNU, oh, it is a component of a GNU Privacy Guard, and this is responsible for handling all the network operation related to certificate validation. Well, it's too much. Yes, it is too much. Let's try to understand. When we want to download anything from the server, say it is a public key server or public server. Okay, now we want to communicate with that key server. If you want to communicate, it will fetch, it will update, or it can refresh. Say we want to download keys from the public server for various purpose, right? So then this dir mngr package will help with that communication. It can also help with, suppose if you want to fetch any public keys and perform certificate related tasks, you want to make sure that, why do you need key? You want to make sure that whatever you are downloading from internet or from the online public server, it can be trusted. Okay, so in other word, in simple word, if you want to download or do any secure communication from the public key server, you need dir mngr package. And are we going to do that? Yes, we are going to eventually download GPG key. So we definitely need this package. And we mentioned already that for key server communication, we need dir mngr. So if it is clear, let's install it. So to install any package, we will use sudo apt install dir mngr and we hit enter, put the password. Okay, it is downloading and now it has perfectly downloaded the newest version. Next step, now download GPG key for base image. What is GPG key? Well, let's understand first. We are downloading base image from internet. For example, when we downloaded Ubuntu, and this is the website, how would you know that it is a trusted website? You want to validate it first, right? Well, definitely you need some kind of a digital signature or some kind of a digital certificate that will help you to validate whether you are downloading from the trusted source or not. So when you downloaded this, then you definitely get some kind of a digital signature in your virtual machine as well. Can we find out about it? So when I was going through practice lab and I saw this is the step to download a digital key, this is the command that is going to be used. Let's find out what does this command does. So we will go into our Ubuntu virtual machine and main apt key. Well, it is deprecated, but it is used to manage the list of keys used by apt. Why? Because we have apt as package manager tool in our Ubuntu virtual machine. So this apt key is used to manage the key, all the list of keys that is being used by apt to authenticate packages. As I mentioned you, we need to authenticate package whatever we are going to download from public server. So for that, we will get the list of key. Can we find out how many key we already have? So yes, we can find out. Let's see the option. See, here it is saying all the file fragment of the trusted keys would be available over here. So let's find out. If I say apt key help, it will give me how to use the apt key. See, if you want to get all the keys, you can use apt key list. Let's use it, apt key list. And here you can see that we have Ubuntu, archive GPG, we have got its fingerprint and the name of the key. Similarly, we have got Docker key. And in previous video, I mentioned that when we install Docker from Docker repository, we need to get the GPG key for the Docker. that will help you to validate whether you are installing Docker from trusted sources or not. And we downloaded the GPG key for the Docker and stored it in this place, etc apt trusted.gpg.d directory, and the name of the file was this. See, it has got user ID and it is public. So that clearly says that we have got digital keys already for the Docker. And you can see we have got digital GPG key for Ubuntu as well. It means whenever you want to interact and get the update of Ubuntu, right, you are again communicating with the online repository of Ubuntu. So we will definitely need GPG key to authenticate all the packages for Ubuntu. These are the keys. This is the key that is going to help with the authentication. And I was mentioning that when you download it from the download link, you get all this key inside. Well, there, like inside here, well, that time you were not interacting or doing by yourself. You just clicked the link and you got everything. It was, this key was already present. But now this time you are going to download the image, and then for that image you need the GPG key. So, well, we are not going to download the Ubuntu image anymore. Rather, as per the project, we are going to download the Debian. So, if I walk you through the project again, what it is doing is that it is going to download or do, see, it is going to download the Debian based GPG key. Let's break down this command. So break down this command. So definitely it says that sudo apt key. Apt key is to manage GPG key, and first option is keyring. What is this option? Well, it is saying is that it will specify the directory. See, it is the same directory where we have found Docker and Ubuntu GPG key. So it is the same directory, and this is the file name, right? And this, the file name is Debian archive stretch stable. So this is the stretch release, like this is Debian one of the version. For example, like we have Ubuntu Jammy, so Debian has got stretch, and for that we have downloaded the GPG key and we have kept it here. So keyring is simply the location where you will download. So when we downloaded Ubuntu ISO image, I kept it in the download folder, right? See, I kept it in the Google Chrome download folder. Here it is. See, this is the place. So this is keyring. This Google Chrome is the keyring. So similarly, in Linux, we will keep it in the etc apt trusted.gpg.d directory, and we will give the file name whatever we want to. Then we will use the advanced option. For any advanced key operation of apt key, we will use adv. Then we definitely want to download the key, and it is coming from any public key server. So we need to download the public key from a public key server. This is the, so let's paste and search. You can see this is the key server from where we are going to get the public key. And if you want to check, see, I have right now this key. So this is the key that will help us to get the GPG key, but this GPG key is for Debian stretch. Okay, if you want to check, let's check this out. Copy, and then how do you extract any GPG key? It says that you have to use 0x. Why? Because right now our this key ID is hexadecimal key ID. this key ID is a hexadecimal. So to do that, it is asking you to put 0x and then the hexadecimal key ID. And when you do the search, it is going to extract the key ID. Here you can see this key ID is for Debian 9 stretch. Now let's understand what are the Debian all other releases. So to find the all other releases, we will search index of Debian. So here you can see that this is the index of Debian, and currently there are 4 current releases. Debian 10, that is called Buster, Debian 11 Bullseye, Debian 12 Bookworm, and you can get all the instruction to download them. Well, here is another link that says distro, and here you can also get all the other links. Now search here, we do not have stretch anymore. As per the project, it is asking us to download or create first the Debian image, and the see, it is for Debian stretch. We don't want to download the stretch. Why? Because it is no more available. If you check here, it is no more available here. Rather, I have decided to download the Buster, because as I showed you, these are the current releases, and this is the whole operating system, all the packages files for the Debian system. So like Ubuntu, if you want to see for the Ubuntu, I hope we can get all the Ubuntu. I don't know whether it will be available like that. Oh yeah, there you go. See, it gave you all link. Right now we are using 22.04. If you can see, this is 22.04.3. So this is the one, and here you can see all the release parent directory. See, this is Ubuntu Jammy Jellyfish, and it gave you all the instruction and the link to download. See, this is same, right? So here we are going to download the Buster, okay, and we want to download all of this file in our Ubuntu virtual machine. Well, I don't want to download one by one and do everything. Well, that is not possible. It should be packed in one of the link, and then you can download like this. But when you do through the terminal, you need to have the GPG key. You need to have the GPG key that will match up with this release.gpg key, and if they are the same, then definitely it will authenticate saying that now you can download this from this link, because this is a trusted source. So we need to find the key ID for Buster. If you go to this command, here we have to give the key ID for the Buster, right? Well, this key ID is for a Debian stretch. So how would you get the Debian ID, or sorry, key ID for the Debian Buster? Well, there is a link. This is the link, ftpmaster.debian.org keys.html. Here's the link from where you can get all the keys. See? And since we need the key ID for the Buster, this is the file. Well, when you download it, you will get it, right? When you click the link, see, when I click the link here, well, it will not open because we don't have any application. But if I go to the folder, you can see, well, I have downloaded 2-3 times because I made the video in Hindi as well. So this is the file. We cannot open it because we do not have application, but this is the file, and we can get the key from this file if we have some command for that. Yes, we do have a command, but we don't want to do anything through Chrome or any browser. In the terminal, we want to do through all the command that we have. Well, we do have a command. We can use either wget or curl. So wget command helps you to download any file from the internet. We just need to give the URL. So we'll say http, and we will just give the same URL that we have just seen. So I'm going to use the same URL, and the URL is http ftp master.debian.org, and then I'll give the name of the file, that is keys/archive dot then 10. Let me check the name of the file with which it was downloaded. Archive key dash 10.asc. And when we run this command, it will download it directly in the current directory, that is our C. It communicated with the internet and it has downloaded this, and here it is downloaded. Perfect. Now this is a ASC format, and we want the key in the GPG format, and eventually we want to store it in a location, right? So to do that, I will use GPG import command, and then I'll give the name of the file, and this is the name of the file, and I can hit enter, and you can see that I got the key ID. Now I can use this key ID. It says that this is Debian archive automatic signing key 10 buster. Amazing it is, right? Now I can use this ID and go to the step given by project. See, given by project, we have already keyring, that is etc apt trusted.gpg.d, and then we can give the name of the file by ourselves .gpg. Then we will use advanced option. The key server is this one, right? From here we can get the key ID. We will use the same key ID that I just got, and this will help us to get the key ID in this file. If it doesn't make sense, let me help you. Let's go to this website. We just opened it here. So when we put our, if I clear this, and if I put the key ID that I just got from the link, so this is DC3OD7C2 3C BBABEE. So this is the key ID that we got from the archive key 10.asc, and if we click that, it should say that we have got Debian archive automatic signing key 10 buster, right? Because this is a public key server, and from here we should be able to get the same file. And if it is happening, it means that I can do the same thing through the terminal, and instead of going through the Chrome, we will get it and store it. See, it clearly says that yes, this key ID is right, and you will get this one file. Now I want to do everything through the terminal, and we will use this key server, and we will use this key ID, and we will store this in a file location which is etc apt trusted gpgd, and then we will give it a name. Okay, so let's do it in the Ubuntu. So we will say sudo apt key command, and then we want to give the location where the key would be stored. So this etc apt and then trusted.gpg.d, and then finally let's give it a name, Debian buster release key dot gpg. Okay, I gave it by myself, and then I'm gonna use the advanced operation. Then I have to give the server. So the key server is hkp. Let me use exactly what is given in the project lab. hkp colon pgp keys dot mit dot edu 80, and then finally receive key option, and here you can give the key id. Okay, I should have copied the key id, no worries. Let's get it again, gpg import, and then that was archive. Okay, so this is the key id. Let's copy. So we are going to the same key id and hit enter. It asks for password. So see, this is executing. It is going to get the file from this server and it would be stored in this location. Once it is executed, it will say that it has been successfully imported. Perfect. See, it has been successfully imported, and the key is Debian archive automatic sign key 10 buster. If you want to check, just type in apt key list, and you can see along with Docker, now we have got our Debian buster release key as well, and you have successfully created the file for that. Now this key can be used to authenticate when we will be downloading Debian buster image. So now this time let's go to the project next step. Well, gpg key is downloaded. The next step is to install dbootstrap package. What is dbootstrap? Let's understand what is dbootstrap. So dbootstrap is a Debian based tool, right? And since we are going to download the Debian based system, we are going to use dbootstrap. Well, this is initially used for creation of minimal and lightweight Linux distribution. And I mentioned you that we need to get the base image, and that base image for Debian can be downloaded using dbootstrap utility, and that's why we need to install this package first, then you can use it. So let's really get started by downloading this package. So sudo apt install dbootstrap. Okay, it is downloading and we got the newest version, dbootstrap. And if you want to check the version, sorry, not version, the main page. So here you can see that it is a tool that will help you to bootstrap a basic Debian system, obfuscate into target from mirror by running a script. Well, there are so many options, and if you see down there, you can choose all of those options based on your situation. You can choose what is the target architecture. For example, we will choose AMD 64. That's a 64-bit version. You can include the packages which will be added, right? Which will be added. So probably you will need extra packages while you are downloading the base image or creating a base image. So yeah, you can include them. So there are so many options. Let's get into our project. So in the project, the last step is we will use this command to eventually create a base image. So let's break down this command. It clearly says that we want to use the admin privilege and then debootstrap utility tool. And there are so many options. You can see these are double dash, so these are options. The first option is the keyring, and it's clearly means the keyring is always used for the location of the file. And you can see this is atc apt trusted.gpgd, and this is the name of the file. So we already got that. The next thing is the force check gpg. It means that, well, during the debootstrap process, we will forcefully make sure that GPG signature does its work, right? See, so that the integrity of the downloaded package should be ensured. So we have to make sure that this file do the authentication. Next, we want to select the variant. The variant, right now we are going to choose the min base. That clearly says that this is the minimal operating system. So we can give it through this flag. The next one is the component. In the component, we are choosing main contrib non-free. Well, it is saying that when you will download the components, you can decide which component you would like to have. Now we are going to download Debian Buster, and you can see that contrib main non-free. These are the component only existed in the Debian Buster. Well, that is what it is doing. Main contrib non-free. These are the component, so we are including them. Next, include. It is saying that you can specify additional packages that you want to include in the installation. So we are going to include dir mngr package that is used for key management, and I told you already, we already downloaded the key id. And then apt transport https for secure http based package retrieval. So if you want to again communicate with the internet through https and want to download any packages, we will need apt transport https. So we want to include them. Then arc, as I mentioned you, that we can decide the architecture of the target system. Our architecture should be 64-bit version, so AMD 64. Then the name of the Debian release. Here it has used stretch, we will use buster. And then finally, the target directory where the minimal Debian based system will be created. Well, you can decide, you can keep it in a desktop or you can keep it in a home directory and then give it a name. We will give it a name Debian Buster, and we will probably keep it in a desktop, say. And then finally the link. This is the URL from which package will be downloaded. This is nothing but this is the same. See? So this is the link from where we are going to download our Debian Buster. So if you understand this, then this whole command is nothing but a lots of options that you will select, like click, 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 click. So exactly. So don't get overwhelmed with this whole command. It's nothing to remember. If you understand, then you can just simply write it. So let's get started on that. So first, sudo debootstrap, and then we have to decide the keyring. So keyring is simply the location our GPG is located, trusted.d, and then the name I gave was Debian Buster. Next, we want to decide, let me open that too. Well, I don't need to remember if I understand that. Next, we have to ask debootstrap to forcefully check GPG. So force check GPG, and then we want to decide what variant. So it would be variant as min base. This is the place where we are saying we need only essential file. And then finally, we can include next is component. So component we need is main contrib, then non-free. Okay, these are included. Then we want to include some of the additional package during installation. So that are dir mngr package, and the next one is apt transport HTTPS. Once this is done, we have to decide the target architecture, that is AMD 64, and what release we need Buster, and now you can decide where exactly you want to download this whole Debian Buster. So I'll give the name of the directory where we are going to install. It is going to be in my home Manish desktop and then Debian Buster directory. And eventually you have to give the URL of the site from where you are going to download this, which is http deb.debian and then org/debian. Okay, so if you understand this, then let's go and hit enter, and you can see that it is validating release signature. This is the place where this force check GPG did its work, and you say it is successful, and now it is downloading all the packages. Well, it is going to take its time. While it is doing its work, okay, so it is going to download everything from this link. Not stable, sorry, this is Buster. So it is downloading all this file from this. Okay, let's check what happened eventually now. Okay, okay, it has downloaded. Let's check. So ls, let's go to desktop and ls. Okay, it didn't do its work. Why? Did I miss anything? Zero deboot strap, key ring. We got the force check GPG variant component. Let's check if we miss anything. I'm going to check the project. I'll see that if I miss any point or if there is an error, because it did not give me at the end. It should say base system installed successfully, but it did not do its work. It means we failed. Okay. Oh yeah, see the mistake. No worries, just remove one of the T, and now we are in desktop already, so I don't need to give this one. It will directly install in the Debian, like in the desktop, and this would be the name. Okay, let's hit enter again. Okay, again, here you can see that it created the file, sorry, directory in my home desktop. Well, it is downloading. Let's wait for it. At the end, it should say base systems installed successfully as per the project. Okay, now this is doing fine. See, this is using Debian archive keyring. It has installed dir-mngr. Wow, it's a long list of files, and it is happening in front of our eyes. Well, when you are not downloading, you know, when you're downloading it through the Chrome, and when you downloaded Ubuntu, it's just like so easy, no? But here, yeah, it's amazing. Well, now it's installing all the core packages. See, these are the core packages. See, it used the apt add user bash dash, right? See, these are the all essential files that is needed. It's okay if it is taking time. It is fun to see them as well. And if it is not, you will find it soon. Well, I have documented everything in Hindi version. You can check that out in my Hindi video. Okay, unpacking the base system, you can see, and it is configuring, and amazing, this has successfully installed the base system. Amazing. So you can see now we have Debian Buster. Well, it is an operating system. How would you know? How about let's check our root directory. When you check your root directory, you see, excuse me, these are the file system that you have, right? Bin, boot, because this is for our Ubuntu virtual machine. And now we have created the image of Debian Buster, then this will also contain all this of the file. Let's check that out. So cd home Manish, and then desktop, and then we have Debian Buster. Something wrong. Okay, clear it. Let's ls this one over here. This is for our Ubuntu, and let's go over here and let's go to desktop. No, desktop ls, and then go to Debian. And here if you see that this is for our Debian Buster image. So this is Ubuntu, this is Debian. So you have successfully downloaded the Debian image, Debian Buster image, and that was our task 1 till now. So see, this is task 1, and we are going to do the task 2 soon then. It means we have successfully created the base system that is eventually be required for creating a Docker image. So congratulations to all of you who have followed me and learned some of the concept along the line and noted down all the steps that is needed to create a base Debian image. If you got any problem, do let me know. These are the link that I will put in the description box as well, so that you can follow along if you do not get it through the video. And do check out this one as well, like you will learn a lot of them. If you want to, for example, if you want to download some other release, not Buster, say you want to download stable or probably bookworm, can you do that? Do try that, please. Okay, so if you really like this video, share your comments and share your screenshot when you successfully downloaded the base system and it says that base system installed successfully, so that I will know that yes, you did the same thing what I did and you were successful. And if you would like to watch any other videos, for example, Docker, how do you install Docker in your Ubuntu virtual machine in Hindi or English, you can check the playlist, that is Docker concepts and project. And do support me so that I can make more video by clicking the like, subscribe, and comment whatever you would like to give me as a critical feedback. I would love to see them. For now, we'll definitely see you in the next video, where we would be working on task 2 for the project that we are dealing it right now. For now, bye bye.